Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am taking you on a night point of view drive with this car, the new Peugeot 3008, a new generation model, a fastback SUV with impressive design. I mean, just look at the details here, look at those lights, the beautiful seamless integration of the grille, the new Peugeot badge, 3008 lettering. 4 meters 54 is the length of the car, and now here from the side you can see the beautiful shape, very sporty, and then the unique styling of the C-pillar and the wheels. Here we have the 19-inch ones. You can also go for the 20-inch as well. This is how it looks from the rear. Very nice and very sporty in my opinion. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Again, beautiful details such as those taillights with a beautiful lighting signature. And actually let me lock the car so that I can show you the very cool lighting animation when you unlock it. So let's do it and look at this. How gorgeous is this? Really beautiful attention to details. Look at this. From this angle looks very nice, and I will now show you the trunk space. Here we are greeted with 520 liters. You can see also this storage compartment over there. You have the dual floor as well. And yeah, well, now without further ado, let's go for a nice relaxed night point of view test drive with the new Peugeot 3008. And look at this, like you are in a spaceship. Really gorgeous. Now let's see it from driver's perspective. And this is your view as a driver, the beautiful layout here with the large curved screen, the 21-inch HD panoramic i-cockpit, and really feels like you are in some kind of spaceship. Really awesome feeling. Now without further ado, let's start the car. There we go. And I will put my seatbelt on and we are ready to go. So the gear selector is actually here. So you put it to drive, and we are ready to go. And let's start with saying that this model is the electric version. There are various powertrains available for the new Peugeot 3008. So this one has 210 horsepower, the front wheel drive, and 73 kilowatt-hour battery, and also we have the range of 525 kilometers by WLTP cycle on a single charge. AC charging up to 11 kilowatts and the DC up to 160 kilowatts. Now there are also other two options when it comes to electric versions. They will be available in 2025. There will be a dual motor version with 320 horsepower, and also there will be a long range version, 230 horsepower and a bigger battery, the 98 kilowatt-hour battery, and that one will have a range of 700 kilometers by WLTP cycle. And let's mention the numbers for this particular model. When it comes to acceleration and top speed, 8.8 seconds is the time to reach 100, and the top speed is 170 kilometers per hour. Now there are also hybrids available, 48-volt hybrid with 136 horsepower and the plug-in hybrid with 195 horsepower. So really a lot to choose from. And now we will depart this rather huge garage and go on a nice relaxed night point of view drive. Let's find the card. There we go. Look at the huge amount of room there. Speaking about room, there are actually 17 different storage compartments, and you have around 34 liters of storage room in total in the car, in the cabin. So that's really impressive. The car sits on the STLA medium platform, and the drive is so smooth, and also the turning circle is very good as well. 10.6 meters, which means it's very easy to maneuver through the city, for example. And what I really love is the small steering wheel. I've always been a fan of those special steering wheels, and now we have the new one with the new logo and the new design, and I think it looks very cool, and also it feels so nice to hold it in hands. and to use it and maneuver the car with it. We need to be careful here. Okay, we can go. You can adjust the recuperation of energy with the pedals here. So now it's set to maximum. So look at this, I release the throttle and the car starts to slow down. It will not go to a complete stop, it will go to around 8 kilometers per hour. But yeah, you can have the one pedal drive, you see, and yeah, you will need to use the brake only to go to a complete stop. And the layout in front of you is so good, you can change what you see, so that is very cool. Press this button and then you change it. So various options are available. And now that we are stationary, let me also show you the ambient light colors. I actually really love this one, but yeah, all of them are so nice. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. I'm a big fan of blue, but yeah, the yellow one looks also very cool indeed. And this sort of like greenish yellow, something like that, looks very cool. And I love the clicking sound of the indicators. I find it very relaxing. How nice is this? You can just relax and enjoy the drive, and I hope you're enjoying it with me. Now the drive mode selector is here: Sport, Normal, and Eco. So let's put the Sport mode. Again, 210 horsepower and 345 Newton meters of torque in this model. And you can really feel the instant power available, even more pronounced in sport mode. This car also has the panoramic sunroof, so we can open it. And the AC is here on touch, but there are i-toggles, which are basically, and let me just close this. So the i-toggles are here. They're basically the shortcuts for various functions here within the system. So for example, you have the climate, press this, and now it goes into the menu for climate. So now it's possible to adjust the air blower, for example, and change the temperature. You can also use the voice command. Hey Peugeot, change temperature for driver and passenger to 22 degrees. So you see, that's also possible. So one of the ways to do it as well. But I think you get used to this. Even though I think the switches are the easiest solution, this is also pretty good, as you have the voice assistant and also the shortcut for this. It feels so good here in corners. Look at this. Very good. Let's do another lap. this is a cool view with energy flow. And then also, if you were to go more than the speed limit, you would have the warning, which is mandatory by law in Europe now. So all new cars need to have it in order to... So what do we have here? Okay, we can go. And in order to switch it off, you can use again the shortcut. So you would go here to the driver assist systems, and here you have the excessive speed warning. Confirm. There we go. So now we turned it off, but actually let me keep it on so that you can see and hear actually how that sounds. We have the blind spot assist. If I turn on the indicator, this starts to blink and warns you that the car is in your blind spot. Now if we go a bit over speed limit, now you hear so now you hear the sound, and again, in order to switch it off, press this, press confirm, and that's it. Let me change the ambient light color to the blue one. I think this one is my favorite. Now, one very cool thing about the infotainment system is that you can configure it out by yourself, so you can adjust the pages here. So the home pages are configurable, so you can configure it out yourself. Same goes for the digital cockpit views. And there are two trims available, so the Allure and the GT. This one is the GT, and yeah, the GT is the top of the line model and has some cool details such as the pixel LED lights, the special seats, also the i-toggle. But for example, you can pay extra to get the i-toggle also on the Allure trim. But yeah, from outside you can also see some differences when talking about Allure and GT. And there are 6 colors available for this car. This one is called Obsession Blue, and it actually looks greenish on the sunlight, so that's very cool because it changes depending on the you know, outside conditions and the weather itself actually, and the amount of light that you have. And I think you can notice just how smooth the drive is and just how relaxed you can be here behind the steering wheel of this new Peugeot 3008. Here in the center we have also the physical knob for the volume, and then again the drive mode selector, some buttons here, and also the wireless charging pad. Stay tuned for the full review. There I cover all the details of the infotainment system and stuff like that, so make sure you are subscribed to see all of that. Alright, so now I want to hear your thoughts. How do you like the car? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section. And speaking about this gear selector that is located here, I think it is very easy to use it. You will get used to it quickly, and then it will become so easy to just, you know, push your finger and push it with your finger, and that's it. Very easy to maneuver also on the parking lot, for example. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel, plenty of videos to come, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.